Sunny Saturday afternoons like this really make me want to just go and find any excuse to go and pick up one of my Porsches and take it out for a drive. And today's excuse, much the same as any other day, is in fact to go and get coffee. But this isn't any other Saturday, this isn't any normal Saturday, because on this Saturday I'm going to show you my new Porsche. That's right guys, I've bought a new Porsche, and in this video I'm going to explain to you the Porsche that I've bought and the reasons behind why I've bought this exact Porsche. Now if you follow me on Instagram, and if you don't, please go ahead and do so at tpn.tv, you'll already know which Porsche that I've bought. I've been posting a few pictures on there. But it'll be the first time that I've shown this car on this here TPN TV YouTube channel. Now I've just pulled over here for a second because before I show you my new Porsche, I want to tell you that I'm super excited to tell you that I've teamed up with BOTB, the car giveaway guys, and you could win a brand new Porsche for the price of this here coffee. They've got an incredible range of new Porsches and a lot of other cars that are literally just sitting waiting to be won. They now give away 2 cars every week guaranteed, but that's not all, because they now also give away between 20 and 100 grand with every car that's won. So click the link in the description or the pinned comments and browse the available cars until you find a car that suits you at an entry price that suits you. Take this Porsche Cayman 718 for example. It's worth 52 grand. You'll also get 20 grand in the front. You can win this car for as little as £1.65, but you can buy 10 tickets for £10.40. An incredible opportunity to win some amazing cars. They've already given away over £38 million worth of cars. They've also got a Macan GTS, a Porsche 992 Turbo S, a Taycan Turbo, a Macan Daily Beater, and a whole host of other incredible cars. So click the link below the video, have a play, you never know your luck until you try. Now, as you probably know, the competition to win my Porsche Boxster 986 was drawn a good few weeks ago, and the owner has now picked up the car. We did a socially distant handover not so long ago, and I hope the new owner enjoys the car no matter what he chooses to do with it, whether he chooses to keep it for a bit and then sell it or whatever. You know, it's entirely up to him, and whatever he chooses, I'm not going to hold it against him because he won the competition fair and square. It's a 4.5–5 grand car at the end of the day. So on to my garage now, and I'll show you my new Porsche. So this is it guys, it's a 2012 Carrera S with a rear engine, rear wheel drive, and a 3.8 litre with 400 brake horsepower. And of course it has to have the PSE, which is short for Porsche Sports Exhaust. It's finished in basalt black. It has 20-inch Carrera alloys which are wrapped in Pirelli P0 tyres. Now transmission wise, it's a PDK, which anybody who knows these cars will tell you that the PDK is super quick, intelligent, and a delight to drive. And I've probably triggered a few people by getting the PDK, but it's okay. I've still got my 997, which is a manual. This is a Carrera 4S to get my manual fixed. Incidentally, a few people have asked on Instagram what I'm doing with this car. It's not for sale, unfortunately. I will be keeping this car. Right now, I've just got the wheels off. I've had the GT3 wheels freshly refurbished, so they'll be going on the car very soon. But look at them as a pair. They look really good. Sorry, I've got the dog here trying to jump up at me. How are you doing, Cooper? Do you like the new 991? Of course you do. So they look good as a pair. I think the best thing for me to do now is to take out the 991 and let's take it for a drive and see how it goes. So some of you may know that this isn't my first 991. In fact, I had one 4 or 5 years ago, but I did need to sell that car in order to free up some funds. I needed to do some housework, and also I thought that it was quite a smart move to actually pay off my mortgage, which I was able to do when I was 36 years old. So I'm quite proud of that. but part of that money went towards my yellow 997 Carrera 4S, which I still in fact have. And when I get a chance, I will be doing another comparison video between the 997 and the 991. I did one about 3 or 4 years ago. It'd be interesting to see if I still feel the same way about both cars. But I really just felt that this car was right for me right now, my circumstances, where I am with my work, my family life, and what I'll personally get out of the car. My budget was £95,000, and you know what, you're right, this car didn't come anywhere near the £95,000 budget. I spent about half of that budget on this car, leaving me lots of money to play with for modifications, which, you know, will include things like new wheels, suspension, styling, and possibly new bucket seats as well. And you know, I love the GT3s, I love the GT4s, but I have to ask myself, you know, could I make the most of one of those cars? Would I get the most out of one of those cars, given the amount of time that I've got, the driving that I do? And I think, in all honesty, the answer is probably no. If I had one of those, I'd love to be doing loads and loads of track days in them. And to be honest with you, I'd be very lucky if I could even get to 1 track day per month, let alone 2, 3 or 4 track days per month. So I think that going for one of those cars, yes, I know you can drive the GT3s and GT4s on the road, but can you always get the most out of them? I would say probably not. You probably can't even get the most out of the Carreras and the Carrera S's. So I feel like this is probably just the right car for me at the right time. You know, this is a nice car that you could take out on a lunch, you could go shopping, you could go to a wedding, turn up and look stylish in it. And it's more of an everyday sports car than a pure thoroughbred sports car. But I have to tell you, every time I see a GT3 or GT4 on the road since I bought this car, I think to myself, shit man, I really should have bought one of those. But you know, then I come back crashing down to earth. And I guess when it came down to the crunch, I wasn't entirely happy with blowing my whole budget on, say, a 991 GT3, because that would have been obviously all of my money that I had to spend on a car, and I would have had not really a lot of money left over to actually play with the car, service the car, look after the car, maintain the car. And if you've got a car like that, you know, you do need to keep on top of maintenance, things like that. So buying this car allows me to do all of that and have a lot of money left over to play with for modifications, servicing, and, you know, making sure the car is always in good condition. So with this 991, I'll get to do all of that. I'll get to enjoy the process of modifying it, making it my own, making it unique to me. In fact, I've already bought quite a few modifications for this car. I haven't fitted any of them just yet, but I will be fitting those over the next few weeks or so. So there's a bit of free advertising for an Infinity Wax. So stick with me, and I'll be making videos on all of these modifications that I do to this car. Really looking forward to it. Absolutely love the car. But as always from me, you know, you'll always get the next videos that'll be coming. I'll be doing things that I love about the car, things that I hate about the car, hidden features, you know, anything that a potential buyer of one of these 991 Carreras could possibly get some useful info from. And I think it's important for me to say as well that had money not been an issue, so let's say my budget was, say, 200 grand or 300 grand, would I be sitting here now saying I bought a Carrera S instead of a GT4 or GT3? In all honesty, hand on heart, I would probably say no. I'd probably be sitting here in a GT3 right now if I had that kind of budget. But it goes back to the whole, you know, you don't want to blow your whole budget on one car, then be completely skint, not be able to do anything with it, not be able to enjoy it, not be able to take it on track days or anything like that. I can still take this car on track days, and overall I'm really happy with this car. I don't smile much in these videos, but inside I promise you I really am smiling. Of course, a bit of open road in front of me. Oh, that sports exhaust, it's phenomenal. Guys, I hope you've enjoyed this video. I've got lots more videos coming on this Porsche 991, also a few videos coming on my 997, and a few of the videos which are designed to basically help potential buyers and new owners of these cars. I've had a few weeks off, I'm back now, and I'll be hopefully uploading regularly Saturday 4 PM. I'll see you on Instagram, and I'll see you next week on YouTube. See you next time.